Good morning, Independent School District. Welcome back. Thank you, Dr. Hurl, school board members, and honored guests. It is truly a privilege to stand here today as ISD Teacher of the Year. Thank you to all the educators who have come before me, and most importantly, thank you to my Fairmount family. I stand up here today as a representation of you all. The love and support I've received at Fairmount is amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for being my family. I recently celebrated my 4th anniversary as a Missouri resident. Yes, you heard that correctly. I am not from here. My childhood roots aren't deeply rooted in one state or hometown, but rather scattered across much of the Midwest. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, where I lived until elementary school. Then my family and I moved to Lexington, Kentucky, where I lived for most of my childhood, until my parents thought it would be a great idea to move the entire family from Lexington, Kentucky to Chicago, Illinois at the beginning of my 8th grade year. Talk about a culture shock. When it came time for college, I decided on a small school in Grand Rapids, Michigan called Aquinas College, where I was able to pursue my dreams of being a collegiate college athlete, playing women's lacrosse, and pursuing my bachelor's degree in education. Telling people I'm not from this area is by far my favorite thing to do. Their reaction is priceless. They always say, "Why are you here?" Like I'm an alien looking for my way back home to Mars. I normally tell them, well, my brother lives in Kansas City, and I heard you guys have really good barbecue. But in all honesty, I moved here because of ISD. I met Dr. Grant at a job fair in Michigan, where she asked me to come back the next day for a formal interview. After the interview, she extended the invite for a second interview in Independence. I thought, my brother lives in Kansas City? Sure. Oh, how my parents were excited. When I walked into CO for the first time, I have to admit, it was a little intimidating walking into an old hospital that's now a CO for a school district. It was to my pleasant surprise, it was the exact opposite. I was interviewed by my now principal, Mr. Anger. During my interview, Mr. Anger asked me some challenging questions. I must have given the correct response because after, he asked me how I felt about teaching kindergarten. I tried to keep a smile on my face while I thought, me? You want me to teach kindergarten? No, thank you. Over my dead body, not gonna happen. Instead, I responded with, my passion is in the older grades, I am sorry. Well, he did not take that answer because he insisted on me going to Fairmount to just visit. I agreed and off we went. Well, now I'm here about to start my 5th year teaching kindergarten. I'll let you fill in the gaps. Mr. Anger, I have so many things to thank you for. However, seeing the kindergarten teacher in me before I ever did will always hold my highest appreciation. Teaching kindergarten has given me the greatest joy, and it introduced me to my 60-year-old best friend, Mrs. Chapman, so thank you again. Also, thank you, Mr. Anger, for all the structure, support, and positive stress you've given me throughout the years. The last month of school, Mr. Anger thought it'd be a great idea to come in my classroom every morning and remind me how many days till Convocation. This is the positive stress I'm referring to. One day, one of my students asked me, why does Mr. Anger come in and say big numbers to us every day? So I took the opportunity to explain what Convocation is and how I would be talking to you all today. When I asked my students, how many people do you think will be listening to me? They shouted out, 5, 10, 800, 3 million, 1,000. Clearly, some students understood place value more than others. Once my students had a better understanding of how many people I would be speaking to today, I asked them, what should I put in my speech? Their answers were fabulous and off the wall, to say the least. However, there's one that stuck out. They told me to tell you, you rock. In my classroom, we do this silly thing. If a student does something wildly amazing, we clap our hands 2 times and then say, you rock. Fairmount has taught me many things, but the one thing I am reminded of every day is it takes a village to educate a child. Teaching is a hard job and a job we cannot do alone. So I began to think of all the people I use on a daily basis to better my students' life and education. And I started to think, I don't think they understand how much I truly appreciate them. So I have some people I need to tell they rock. This is from my kindergartners and my Fairmount family. Nutrition services. You do way more than just feed our kids. I'm not done. You put food on their trays with a smile on your face, even though they never say thank you. You rock. Technology. Holy cow, I wish I could bake you all a cake. We as teachers could not do our job without you. You rock. Grounds crew. You make our building look gorgeous on the outside so we can create beauty on the inside. Thank you. You rock. Custodians, I owe you all the thank you cards in the world. This past winter was tough, but you were tougher. For that alone, we love you. Thank you for making our jobs doable every day. You rock. Bus drivers and transportation. Thank you for all you do to get our kids to and from school safely. We like how you roll. You rock. Central office. We would be a mess without you all. You make big decisions every day and provide us with support to inspire greatness. You rock. School counselors and psychologists. Thank you for all you do. It seems like your ears are always willing to listen and your hands are always there to help. Your impact on our students' life is amazing. You rock. Nurses and health services. Thank you for tirelessly healing our students and sometimes us teachers too. You rock. Secretaries and office staff. Thank you for always saving the day. It takes a special person to calm down worried parents and be a copy machine whisperer. You are truly the heart of our schools. You rock. Kids Safari staff, thank you for your involvement in our classrooms. The commitment I see within you all is remarkable. You rock. All members involved in the special education team, this also includes OT, PT, speech and language, and reading specialist. Thank you for loving the kids the way you do. The resources and patience you have with both the students and the teachers is truly outstanding. You rock. Family school liaisons. Thank you for constantly advocating for our students. The support and love you give them outside of school allows them to be successful inside of school. You rock. To my fellow teachers and instructional coaches, thank you for constantly being an inspiration to me, your coworkers, and most importantly to students. Teaching is tough, but we are tougher. You rock. Each one of us, no matter the role we play, make a difference in the lives of our students we serve. We can never really truly tell where that difference stops and our influence stops. So, I might have to use my kindergarten teacher voice on this one, so bear with me. We as a district need a you rock, right? So, I'm gonna ask everyone here today to do a you rock as requested by my kindergarten students. So, when I count to 3, you're gonna clap your hands 2 times, and then say you rock. Got it? Clap your hands 2 times and you rock, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. You rock. Ah, that was awesome. Okay, so I know you guys are probably ready, but I just have one more you rock. This one's a little personal and it's just from me because it's the people who made this all possible. My real family. Mom and Dad, I still can't believe you drove down all the way from Madison, Wisconsin to be here today. I shouldn't be surprised you've always been there on the good days and the bad ones. The support, love, work ethic, and let's be honest, the little bit of sass I've learned from you two is something I hope my students learn from me. This is all because of you two today. My siblings, Brad, Sarah, and Laura, thank you for always being my sounding board. No matter what the issue, time of day, or what you have going on in your life, you are always there for me. Also, Brad, thanks for living in Kansas City when I was looking for a job. You led me right to ISD. Lastly, my fiance, Josh. Thank you for being my biggest fan. You wholeheartedly believe in all my wild dreams, and let me tell you, wild is an understatement, and do everything in your power to make them possible. I'm so lucky to have you and can't wait to be your wife. You rock. The longer I teach in ISD, the more I see we truly are a family. It takes everyone in this room to inspire greatness every day. This year, let's show our students the power of the ISD family. Thank you.